All right, good morning, guys, and welcome. Hopefully you were able to attend the virtual meetup this morning, but if not, welcome to our video. So we're going to get started with a number talk. I want you to tell me what is the value of the expression, of that expression right there, okay? So take a moment and try to solve this for yourself. Remember to use our order of operations, okay? So I put that over here for you to look at. And now pause the video and answer this equation. Okay? So hopefully you were able to get an answer. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do when I look at this equation is I'm going to remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which means parentheses, then exponents, then multiply or divide, then add or subtract. So, first thing I'm going to look for is parentheses. I see that I have parentheses right here. So I am going to start with this. So 7 times 2, I know is 14. Okay, and I'm going to bring down both of these because that's what we have left. We have 3 plus and minus 5. Now I'm going to start on the left and work my way to the right because we know that addition and subtraction are the same step. Okay, so it's whatever comes first. So 3 plus comes first. So I'm going to do 3 plus 14. 3 plus 14 is 17. I'm going to bring this down. Minus 5. 17 minus 5 is 12. Okay, so that's my final answer. All right, good job, guys. All right. We are going to go ahead and keep moving on for today. Ooh. Okay, we're going to start with this. Below is a picture that represents 9 plus 2. So can we see that? We see that this represents 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 2, 1, 2. Okay? So if we were to count all those up, we would get 12, right? Okay, so it's asking us, so it's already given us what 9 plus 2 would look like. It's asking us to draw a picture that represents 4 times 9, parentheses, 9 plus 2, and parentheses. So what I want you to try is I want you to try to come up with a picture that represents this. And then we will do it together. Okay. So here we are going to represent 4 times open parentheses 9 plus 2 end parentheses. So hopefully you did something like this. Okay, you did the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. Okay, so I did 1 too many. We'll erase that. Okay, so I did exactly what they did. I just did it again. Okay, so this is the same thing as saying 9 plus 2, which we know equals 12, so there are 12 boxes there. And let's see if I can. Uh-oh. Not quite what I wanted. Let's try this one more time. Copy. Paste. Okay. Uh-oh. It's not letting me grab the whole thing. Okay. And we're going to keep doing that. Okay, until we have 4. Now I have 4 of the 9 plus 2, right? It wants 4 groups, and we see that by looking right here, right? Okay, so just to make sure, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 4 groups of the 9 plus 2. Okay. Another way to look at this is, like we said, we could do 9 plus 2 because it's in the parentheses first, so that equals 12. And then we could do 4 times 12 equals. Okay, so what is 4 times 12? Take a moment and decide what is 4 times 12. All right, hopefully you have an answer. 4 times 12 is 48, okay, and that's represented here. So if we were to count up all those boxes, there would be 48 boxes. Okay, so then part B says, how many times bigger is the value of 4 times, open parentheses, 9 plus 2, and parentheses, than if we just had 9 plus 2? Explain your reasoning. Okay, so first let's underline what we're looking for. We're looking for how many times bigger, okay, is the value. So, what do you think? How do you know how many times bigger it is? Pause this and try to explain your reasoning. Okay. So we see that 9 plus 2, we know that it equals 12. And we know to start this equation, since the 9 plus 2 is in parentheses, we could start it by making it equal 12. Okay? So over here, we just have 12. But over here, we also have this part of the equation, which is 4 times 12. Okay? So instead of just having this one group of 12, okay, which is what this would be one group of 12, we have, let's see, we'll do orange. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 12, which is shown right here. Okay? So it is 4 times bigger, okay? Because instead of having one group, we have 4 groups. Okay? And we can see that in the picture. All right. The table below shows the admission price for the state fair. Suppose a family of 1 adult, 2 children, ages 6 and 8, and 1 senior attend the fair. What is the total cost for this family to attend the fair? So we like problems like this because these are real-world problems, and you might actually have to figure out something like this. Okay? So we're going to walk through this step by step. Okay? So we're going to look at each one individually. So it says, suppose a family of 1 adult, 2 children, ages 6 and 8, and 1 senior attend the fair. Okay. You can actually erase that part, right? That's not part of it. 1 senior. Okay, so let me circle the prices of how much that would be. So it tells us in this graph that general admission is ages 13 through 61. That's $8. Seniors 62 and older, they have to pay $6. Children 5 through 12 years old have to pay $5, and children 4 and under are free. So first of all, we're going to start with the 1 adult. Which age is the adult? Is it 13 through 61, 62 and older, 5 through 12, or 4 and under? Let's see. It is this right here, right? 13 through 61 is just considered an adult, okay? For the price of the ticket. So we have $8 would have to be spent on our adult. Okay, let's go next. We have 2 children, ages 6 and 8. 2 children, ages 6 and 8. So we know that they're not in the 4 and under category. Okay, so we can cross out the 4 and under. Let's do that. Crossing out the 4 and under. But we do have 2 children in this category. Okay. So that's $5. But there's 2 of them. Okay. So what would we need? We would need $5 times how many children? 2. Okay. So we have $8, $5 times the 2 children, and then we have 1 senior. 1 senior. And we're going to put him or her down here. And that would be $6 for a senior. Okay? So let's take that, what we have over here, all that good stuff, and let's write an equation. Okay? So we can write it just the way we started off. We can write, well, let's not put the dollar sign in quite yet. So 8 plus, and why am I doing plus? Tell me, why am I using addition? We want to know the total cost, right? If we're trying to find the total, we need to add everything together. So we have 8 plus, okay, next we have 5 times 2. Okay, we have 5 times 2. We know that we need that multiplied in order to get the total number of tickets for the children. Okay, we know that we need to multiply that. So, to keep that all together, because we don't want to split it up and accidentally do 8 plus 5 and 2 plus 6, okay? Since we know we need to multiply, we can go ahead and put parentheses around that. But we don't have to put the parentheses because we know we always do multiplication first, but we could. So, just to remind myself, I'm going to put the parentheses. Put But again, we don't need them because we multiply first. And then we have plus the senior for $6. So let's go ahead and do this. 5 times 2 is 10. We're going to bring down the 8 plus and bring down the plus 6. Okay. Now, these are both additions, so we just go left to right, okay? Here, let me do that in black so we don't get confused. Left to right. So 8 plus 10 equals 18 plus 6 equals 24. Okay. So $24 is the total cost for this family to attend the state fair. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do, there we go. One last part. Okay. B, Emma used the following expression to determine the total cost. So remember, we already did this, okay? We just did it. Danielle used the following expression to determine the total cost. And this is what we did, right? We did what Danielle did. Which expression helps determine the cost the family has to pay? How are the expressions alike? And how are they different? So, what's the difference between these two expressions? Hopefully you said this one is using only addition. And this one below is using multiplication and addition. Okay, are these the same problem? Go ahead and answer that. Are these the same problem? And do they give us the same answer? Go ahead and work it out and pause the video. Okay, so they are the same and they do represent the same value. And this is because instead of multiplying this 5, okay, instead of saying that $5 ticket has to happen 2 times, okay, because there are 2 children, Emma said, I know that $5 ticket has to happen 2 times, so instead of multiplying 5 times 2, I'm just going to put 5 in there 2 times. 5 plus 5. Okay? And it should give us the exact same answer of 24. Okay? All right, last but not least, C. Write one expression that can be used to determine how much it would cost for our class and 3 parent helpers to go to the state fair. Okay, so all of our class is going to be in this group right here. Okay? All of our class except me, I'm going to be in this group, right? Just the adults, general adult group. Okay? We have, you ready? We have 28 students in our class. Okay, 28 students. We have 1 adult plus it says we need 3 parent helpers, so that's 3 more adults. Okay, so what do you think you would do? And this one is down here. Okay. How would we set this up? Okay, hopefully you said something like, I know that there are 28 students. I know that each of the students is going to have to pay $5 to get in. So why did I do times 5? Well, to show it this way, here's one student. Here's another student. Here's another. Oop, that student isn't becoming a box. Here's another student. Here's another student. Here's another student. Oh, man. Well, that's okay. So, each of these students has to pay how much? $5. Now, there are not just 5 students, right? There are 28. But this gives us a good picture. If I were to draw 28 of those boxes, we would be doing 5 28 times, right? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if I were to draw 23 more, we would be doing 5 a total of 28 times. Okay, so that's why I do 28 times 5. I know it is 28 groups of 5. Okay, so 28 times 5. And now we have a total of how many adults? Well, let's do this first. Let's do this first. 1 adult plus 3 adults equals 4 adults. Okay. So we have a total of 4 adults going. We have 28 times 5. Now we need what times the $8 ticket? Hopefully you said 4. Okay. So, I'm about to do these problems. When I'm finished with the problems, what am I going to need to do? Do I just have 2 answers for this? No, we're trying to find the total cost. We want to know how much it's going to cost for everyone to go. So that means we can do 28, we're going to try that again. 28 times 5 plus 4 times 8. Okay? And we're going to figure out what that equals. If we are following, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, what's going to go first? The addition or the multiplication? Multiplication, right? And we start with the first one, and then we're going to move to the second multiplication problem. So 28 times 5, and we'll do it over here. So 28 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, so we got 10 plus the 4 that's on top, which is, which is 14. So we got 14. 140 is our answer. Okay, so 140 plus 4 times 8 is 32. Okay, so now we're going to do what? Well, the only thing left to do, we're going to add them together. So what is 140 plus 32? Okay, 0 plus 2 is 2, 4 plus 3 is 7, 1 plus nothing is 1. So it's going to cost $172 for all of us to go. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to give you some time. You have a worksheet. Not a worksheet, a quiz to do. So when you complete this quiz, it's going to say, give the value of the expression. And what it's asking for when it says give the value of the expression is, what's the answer to this problem? Okay, that's all it's asking. It's asking for the number that we end up with when we complete the order of operations. Okay, so go ahead, work on that, and I will see you very soon.